Yes, and welcome back, all you wonderful weed heads, to another and brand new edition installment of Weed on Wrestling. I'm, of course, Weed, aka Alan, your host that tries to stay stoned the most. And here on Weed on Wrestling, I get high, super baked, and try to talk about all things in the WWE universe. Today is, of course, Wednesday, April 19th, 2017. So I'm talking everything all about that 205 Live from 4/18/17. So April 18, 2017 is what I'm talking about. Let's just jump right into things. And here's what we know. The fastest and flippiest hour on television. Here's what we know coming into it. That King Neville, he's still the king. He's still the cruiserweight champion. Still doing his best work, probably of his career. On par, if not better, than basically the entire WWE universe's other heel personas. Speaking of turning into a prick, TJ Perkins continues his much-needed character transformation. You know, these prickish tones, they give him depth, as well as a certain amount of street credit, maybe? He, of course, will have a match with the number one contender Austin Aries. Will his illustrious banana make an appearance? Will the battle of wits with Neville continue? Who knows? Mustafa Ali, Gentleman Jack. Where do these two stars of tomorrow fit in? On the complete other side of the talent spectrum, where does Drew Gulak, Arya Davaria, and the other tool bags fit into the scenario? What's the latest in the wonderful yet wacky world of Tozawa versus Brian Kendrick's feud? Plus, can we please just at least shelf the horseshit Alicia Fox, Noam Dar, and Rich Swann's strange and void of anything enjoyable storyline? Please? Can we ditch that? Maybe. My own personal opinion, and what I want to see, will Tyler Breeze ever take part in the spectacle that is cruiserweight action? It's kind of right where he belongs. Not to mention all of the UK stars from the UK tournament. They would fit aptly in, perfect with the action here, week in and week out. So, well, we might as well just jump right into things and see where it takes us. The actual show kicks off with all of the struggles and the character change of TJ Perkins. You know, while it's good for his character, one can't help but wonder if it isn't just Neville playing games with TJ Perkins like a pawn that he is. I don't know. If nothing else, at least we have a decent announced team this week, and it's facefucker Tom Phillips and the savior Corey Graves. You know how I feel about Graves, best working commentator in the game right now. If I can't have Morrow, Tom Phillips is a close second to be with Graves. So here we go. Let's just jump right into it. First match, Tozawa versus the mini Neville himself, Tony Nese. It looks like the cruiserweight scale is broken once again this week, so we're going to let Tony Nese compete. It was a decent match. It was quick pace. At a certain point, Brian Kendrick came down. He was doing his best to just kind of stand around for a bit. There was a few big spots here and there in the match. It's always good when you get to see Tozawa's headbutt. That Nese's one arm, while he had Tozawa suplexed in the air and then threw him onto the ropes. That was good. Speaking of not good, I had the fucking hiccups. Not a good time to have the hiccups is in the middle of a fucking podcast. Anyway, back to the match. It was good. Kendrick tried to help Tony Nese there at the end, and he ended up costing Mini Neville the match. Tozawa got the roll up, and I guess the lessons keep coming for the Brian Kendrick. Kendrick eventually got blindsided by Tony Nese after the match was over. It was some pretty good storytelling. It's been kind of the usual, on par with everything else that they've been doing here lately on 205 Live. So, yes. Yeah, I like that. Good little first segment. And then, oh, fuck me. And then we get to my personal hatred, the spot of the show that I despise the most, and that's the we go from great storytelling of the first match between the Brian Kendrick and Tozawa to the shitfest on screen that is Rich Swann, Noam Dar, and Alicia Fox. Horse shit that nobody cares about. Anyway, I guess Foxy dumps Noam Dar, and then after that, Swann flips the script saying that all of the gifts, all of the affections, the lingerie and all that was nothing more than a ruse to show what Alicia Fox is nothing more than a 2-cent hoe bag. It was all, Rich Swann did it all just for his good friend Cedric Alexander. Alright, if this is the way that it wraps up and this is the way that we get Alicia Fox off of the show, good. This works. Write her off, not into the sunset, just write her off. Yeah, it was a decent way to hopefully rid ourselves of the suckage that is Alicia Fox. She's not even a suckage in a good way. It's the bad kind of suck. How can you suck badly? Alright, next up, we get another match. It was the second match of the night. It was Arya Davaria versus Mustafa Ali. Arya Davaria tried to expand his persona by adding like a sheik or an oil baron, kind of like a Persian prince type of character. We've seen this before. Moving on. Something that I like, though, is that every time Mustafa Ali appears in a WWE ring, this motherfucker is just impressive. He's just as impressive as his last match every single time. Yeah, some of the things are choreographed and he's waiting on the right time to do it, but that's the way that fights would happen. That's the way that good stars do it. Holy hell, I like this dude. I like Mustafa Ali. And as a fan of Ali, shit went sideways. As a lifetime and long-time WWE watcher, though, I realized that why shit went sideways. Mustafa Ali had momentum. It appeared that he was on his way to another victory. And then down comes inner Drew Gulak. Who the fuck is ruining this match? He distracted, just ruined everything. The distraction helped Arya Davaria get the pinfall. I guess it sets up a better storyline. It sets up a better feud between Mustafa Ali's high-flying, entertaining ring work compared to Drew Gulak's slow, boring-ass paced and shit style. Alright, I don't like to see Mustafa Ali lose, but if he's going to, at least it was for the betterment of the story. At least it was to learn more about him down the line, maybe, hopefully, because we still don't know a lot about Mustafa Ali. Hopefully it's just worth it in the long run. So now, on to the main event, on to that main match. It was TJ Perkins versus Austin Aries. And we get 3 matches in an hour program. Not bad. I'm used to the last few weeks we've had 4, but it beats whenever we just had 2 tag team matches the entire time. So, yeah, we get our 3rd match of the night, and damn, what a match it was. TJ Perkins versus Austin Aries. It was fast-paced. It was hard-hitting. It had plenty of reversals. It was just a solid display of technical abilities between 2 superstars that are really laying it out there on the line, complimenting each other the whole time. I mean, the display of charisma here was more than prevalent. The stars on the main roster, even both like a number 1 contender, not to name names, fucking Jinder Mahal, but he could learn a few things from the charisma here. From Perkins dabbing on Austin Aries randomly throughout the match to Austin Aries being propped up in the corner on the ropes. It was just great storytelling right here. Those chops of Austin Aries where he licks his palm and he smacks down. Whoo! Yeah, damn. Aries misses on a high-risk top rope move. It kind of appears to twerk his knee, whatever. It just appeared a little bit of injury. It was still solid ring work, though. It told a logical tale, and I like it when matches make sense. And this one did. Austin Aries picked up the victory, which he should. He's the number 1 contender. And then down comes Neville. After after the match was over. The two guys fight for a little bit. It appears that Austin Aries has gained the upper hand. And then enter TJ Perkins. Perkins runs in runs back into the ring after their match was over, and he helps out Neville. The show basically ended with the little 2-on-1 action. Aries was left laying in the ruins as King Neville stands above him with his now toady in tow, TJ Perkins. So is the heel turn of Perkins complete now? Has he gone to the other side, so to speak? It was entertaining. It told a great story, and that's what I watch for, is to escape, to be entertained, and this was entertaining. It took an entertaining turn, to say the least, and it was one hell of a way to end the show. Well done again this week, 205 Live. You continue to be the banner show of the WWE Universe. So let's get into my weekly moments, my daily moments, whatever, what have you. All of the things that I try to hit on every week, or every show. I got to talk about my s'more moment of the night. It was easy this week. One thing I said that 205 has been lacking, 205 Live has been lacking the whole time, is that crowd interaction. We're starting to come around. The universe is starting to feel like I feel that 205 Live action is on par with the main shows. So my s'more moment of the night has to be that badass crowd, because holy shit, this week they were into it. Every week they just keep getting louder and more into the show. Before long, it's going to be just like a Raw or a SmackDown, or what my hopes, NXT, old school ECW even. Because, damn, I mean, the Tozawa, singing Noam Dar out with a little na-na-na-na, na-na-na-na, hey, goodbye. That was good. Anytime a crowd has an impact on a show, it's a good thing in my mind, in my fucked up warped reality. It's a good thing when the crowd interacts with the show. Not over the top, but still good. And even the what chant served its purpose with Alicia Fox. It kind of escorted her out of the arena. They couldn't stand her, so we get rid of her. At least CM Punk chance didn't make an appearance. But yeah, Mike, give me some more moment of that, please. Give me some more of the crowd interaction. Botch of the night. My botch of the night time, and tonight it was pretty easy. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Alicia Fox on a microphone is horrendous. The whole process is a botch. Why is this vessel of uselessness even given a chance on the 205 Live show? She doesn't wrestle or even have any competition on 205 Live, so why even have her there if she's not just going to be a 2-cent hoe like she's being portrayed? And if that's the best we can do for the women's division, is portray a woman as a 2-cent hoe, I don't think we have a pretty good storyline here, do you, WWE? Because it just doesn't hold up well. I don't know. Why would you leave her alone on a microphone to just let her talk? It doesn't make any sense. Botch, motherfuckers. Botch. What about me? What about Raven, missing superstar of the night? Gentleman Jack Gallagher. Pretty easy for me. I mean, yeah, I could have gone with Grand Metalik or Sin Cara or Kalisto or any other mass luchadors, or you could have gone with like the Mark Andrews or a member of the UK tournament, something like that. Maybe, I don't know, you could have gone with a number of people, but I gotta go with this. Because the mass dudes, they haven't appeared as much as Gentleman Jack, or they haven't had a title match in the last 4 months. 3 months for Gentleman Jack. Oh, man. So, yeah, where you at, Gallagher? We just watched you on Raw yesterday. We know you're on the bus, but yet today you're nowhere in sight. Oh, hell. I know I'm grasping at straws this week, but come on. He's one of the few stars that actually has a developed character and is over with the fans, so why not put him on the show? Even if he just comes down and does commentary or helps out Austin Aries at the end, it's still better than nothing. My overall feeling after the show, it was good. It was a pretty decent show. 205 Live does it again with quality content. 3 great matches within an hour. So that's more, the ratio is more than Raw. It's more than SmackDown. It was good. The True Stars were competing in almost all of the spots where True Stars are. Daivari is not quite there yet. But maybe down the line it could be more character development as a heel. Perhaps they're trying to push too much of Jinder Mahal's qualities on him. I don't know. But we'll see. Almost every storyline was progressed in a certain degree. I liked it. Swan going off on Alicia Fox for Cedric Alexander. Hopefully this means the end of all this stupid ass shit storylines on 205 Live. Everything else though, it was great. The Neville Austin Aries feud keeps going and going on strong. So does the Brian Kendrick and Tozawa feud. Now we have more with the Drew Gulak and Mustafa Ali feud that's going on. You just wonder where the rest of them's going to fit in. Where does Gentleman Jack fall in? Where does, Arya Daivari fit in? I don't know. It should be interesting come Payback and after Payback. I'm pumped. But I always am after this flippy shit. Maybe I'm biased or maybe it's simply better. But 205 Live continues to be the cream of the crop when it comes to the WWE Universe. So yeah, it was a good fucking show. It kept me entertained. And I'm ready for next week. I'm ready to see where it goes. There's so many questions. Not really questions, just more concerns. Like when is Perkins going to switch back to his good persona? Like I said, where does Gentleman Jack fit in? Where are we going with the feud of Tozawa and Brian Kendrick? How long are we hanging on to that? Where does Cedric Alexander and Rich Swann and Noam Dar and all those individuals go after being fucked over for a few weeks? There's a lot of questions. A lot of questions that hopefully get answered within the next few weeks as well. So we'll just keep going. I'll make my predictions for Payback probably after next week's show on NXT. So stay tuned. I'll be back on either later on tonight or tomorrow. I don't know. It's a holiday tomorrow. It's 4/20. I may do it tonight. But I'll be back on sometime for NXT. This has been Weed on Wrestling. And yeah, that's about all for today. Like I said, I'll be back on either tonight or tomorrow for NXT. And until then, let's get the fuck out of here. What do you say? You can find me at all the normal places. You know where to find me. SoundCloud, iTunes, YouTube, and of course, Spreaker Radio. And again, the handle is at Weed on Wrestling, all one word. That's Weed on Wrestling, one word. You guys take care of yourselves and take care of each other out there. You say we get the fuck out of here. I have nothing to add after this. Smoking on fucking resin. Half-charred fucking resin. Let's get the fuck out of here. Peace!